Come on, baby. Take it easy. I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. Nearly 17 shots gone by. Come on, baby. Hope everyone's doing well. Start here in a sec. Don't understand, man. My back. Put that shit on. Everyone's doing well. Get started here in a second. Go grab a coffee. Just let everyone hop in here. The market looking pretty weak. China said, no more investments. No. America said, oh, no more investments from China. This is bad. 1934, loady. The level's been a brick wall. Let me grab a coffee.
Now talk to on the phone again. Leaving the ham on the road again. So bitch, let's fuck so I can smoke again. I gotta smoke again. I got shit to do. Now talk to on the phone again. Leaving the ham on the road again. So bitch, let's fuck so I can smoke again. I gotta smoke again. I got shit to do. Now
who's smoking in my car? It's that nigga Cheno, aka Mr. Bennett. AK don't need my tenno. I got some folks in low end, I got some folks in Sino. AK 100 De Niro's, you ever seen Casino? I just got back with Bino. I got a bitch, but she know her friends get did to Dino. That's that Chicago lingo. Flame it hot with cheese and a kiwi mystic. My dick won't even call her, cause she left all that lipstick. Niggas be on dirt, that's why I stay on petty. I know that banger's jam, that's why my hands stay ready. Flip the candy yum, that's the fucking bomb is. Lean all on the square, that's a fucking rhombus.
talk to on the phone again. Leaving the ham on the road again. So bitch, let's fuck so I can smoke again. I gotta smoke again. I got shit to do. Now talk to on the phone again. Leaving the ham on the road again. So bitch, let's fuck so I can smoke again. I gotta smoke again. I got shit to do. Now talk to on the phone.
Good morning. Liberation Day. Stage 1 liberate, and this is what we were kind of talking about. You guys didn't follow on Twitter. This is what we've been talking about a lot here, right? Is not only what are going to be the effects of Trump with Liberation Day in the United States, but what are the outside effects as well? Well, China breaks news this morning that they have restricted companies from further investing in the United States as of today, as of last night. This is the first step here. Okay. Now, again, you'll have your people that are like, look, we don't want China buying up our real estate here. We don't want China. Okay. We don't want China. Okay. I don't care who you are. I'm just telling you, less investments in the United States will hurt. So, again, this is the trade war that is setting up now. Now, long term, maybe this is good. Maybe Maybe, you know, well, I don't know. Okay, but it's important that we're looking at this for what it is. In the short term, money coming out of the United States is bad. Look at that level there. Oh my god. Oh my god. How does he do it? I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I do it. Hey guys, you need to understand that I put my underwear on one leg at a time, just like you. Okay, one leg at a time. I put these things on. Okay. Bullish or bearish today? We'll see what Trump says. I mean, I think he's talking like after market close tomorrow. So, or today. Amazon getting below 188. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said in yesterday's video too. It's like don't get me wrong. There's a lot of short term stuff that doesn't like you know, you bounced yesterday, this and that. But the problem for me is like where you're at on larger scale levels here, and like you're genuinely flipping some pretty massive levels, right? So I don't know. We'll talk about it, but yeah, you can also see you're coming back down. This is the level you need to get below. It's Monday pre-market highs, so we'll see if we can get below that, like 19,280. You've been like kind of stuck there for a while. You had a really good push into 19.6 yesterday. You got above and then fail. This was I literally was up last night till around midnight because I was waiting on this trade in futures. I was just sitting there like eyes peeled watching this shit. Oh my god, you kind of broke down, and then like by midnight you just didn't drop. So I was like, I'm going to bed. I figured you would drop. I didn't want to leave a short blindly open on futures. Anyways, you ended up dying. Pretty gross. But yeah, pretty nasty looking trade there. No other real questions though. Good morning. One second. I'm gonna go grab this coffee. I just started it, so it should be done. Un momento. Okay. Okay. We're back. Let's get to work. If you have questions, make sure you ask while we're here. I don't know how long I'll be live. I don't know. Kind of feel like going live more. I just haven't really had the itch for live lately. I don't know. Something about it. 3 p.m. today, meaning today might be a chop day. Well, I don't know, man. I think it's pretty likely that we see some downside on the day, though, to be honest. I'll be totally honest with you. If we see more reactions from other markets, it's likely we see more downside. He said, Joshua said, I am bullish today. He said, I am bullish. He said, I don't know if you know this, Tyler, but if you go to the daily chart, we're literally sitting back at lows, and I am bullish. I like it a lot. I like that. Thank you. Powerful stuff. He said, we're flipping a major support, but I am bullish. I am bullish. I'm bullish. Best of luck, brother. Best of luck. Salute. You know how it goes, Chief. He said, I'll let you know how it goes. If we bounce, I'll let you know how it goes. But if it goes bad, I'm going to hide in a shell. I'm going to hide under a rock. My paper account, it's going to be bloody as hell. It's going to be a terrible, terrible day. Wow, what a dude. That loss by the Timberwolves. I mean the Nuggets last night was gross. I'll go back to voice chat. Crude oil prices are up and the stock market is dropping. Go figure. What? Yo, buddy, go outside and touch grass. Okay, buddy. Crude oil prices. Look, guys. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Motor oil? You need to go outside, stare at the sun. Okay? Okay. Burger King is hiring. Okay? Keep your opinions to yourself or talk to the Burger King staff because they don't have no money to invest. But like this is crazy. He said oil prices are up. Oil prices are up. Literally, I think Trump got elected like right over here, and oil prices are at 76. So oil prices, in theory, are down. Go outside. So yeah. Yo, Todd, consider getting a funded trading account. Got any advice? Yeah, I post videos every single week, usually on my second channel. I didn't post the videos last week because today's actually the launch day for the new broker. It's a few people that I know as well. That are like on the back end marketing side of it, and they're not the people that opened it. So yeah, I'll have it posted on Twitter later on today. But they have Project X, which is like the platform that I use for trading futures. I like it a lot. So Top Step is one of the only people that offers it. I think a few other people do, but Top Step is the primary one. Anyways, they have straight to instant funding coming out. It'll be cheaper than Tradeify for their 150 account. You can get instant payouts as well, which is another one of the features. You have to pay extra for that, but it's if you want it. So pretty cool, but that'll be released later today. Yeah. But my funded futures is pretty solid too. Probably the cheapest barrier to entry. But yeah. Bullish because we live today. I'm just going for short Tesla. Hey, go off King. So just joking. Go off King. I love people who are like, yo, they tell a joke. The joke goes over everyone's head. And I'm joking. I'm all right. Fair enough. RGTI calls. What is this? What is this? One of the. What's wrong with you? Code dependent. What is wrong with you? What are you talking? Like, what is wrong with you, Chief? He said, I am literally S tier at picking dog shit stocks. Yeah, RGTI is literally going down. This shit's ass. Congratulations. Like, go long dated. I don't know, dude. What is wrong with you? He said the market's in absolute turmoil. I'm going long on RGTI, one of the riskiest sectors of quantum. It's gonna be fire. Yeah. Yeah, buddy, that's crazy. He said, I'm a professional at losing money. I got this. I got this. What the fuck is wrong with you? He said, I lost money 7 days in a row, but today RGTI is gonna change it up for me. RGTI is gonna change my life. It could change yours. Let's go over futures real quick too for Discord so I can get out of the way. I mean, I really like I do think it's gonna be a little bit back and forth today. Again, your levels for downside are pretty clear though. Like I don't think you should overthink this stuff. But yeah. Bro, I'm serious. People like are crazy. Like why the hell are you looking at RGTI? Like, he said calls? Calls? It's like that picture of William Dafoe when he looks crazy. He's like smiling. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? Man. Classic. I mean, yeah. Above 19.4, it's going to be a 19.35. It'll be a chop fest. It will be, in my opinion. Big levels out of the downside. I'm more curious if you actually start seeing some real downside here. I doubt you see it though pre-liberation announcement. AMD is the most constant trash. Love trading it back down. That and RGTI. It's pretty equally terrible. Everyone. Down. What's going on, Senor Pennington? Dude, what is this little pop-up on Discord? Two six. Man, dude. What are your picks today, big boy? I really don't have that many picks. I'll go over stocks in a second, though. I think futures are your best friend today. I think futures are mucho el fuego, señor. Mucho. But I'm telling you, I got the so at my new house, I mean, we got it like I guess we moved in like late August this past year. And our backyard is essentially like it's not cement, but it's like, you know, like the outer area of a pool. Typically, it's not cement, but it's not like rubber. I don't know what the word is for it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the word is for. Anyways, it's kind of cement. Anyways, so our backyard has like no grass in it really. There's like landscaping, cement, pool. It's right. So I kind of love it. But we have a tree like in the corner of our yard that hangs over like our entire 70% of our pool. It's a pretty big tree. So I knew going into like summer, I was going to get it cut or like trim the branches off it. Cause it goes into like the tree's technically in my yard, but the branches go into everyone's yards and hang over like all 4 homes in the corner. Anyways, so I went and I've been getting bids to get this cut. And the first guy came back at like $850, and I was like, that's dumb. Like, that's crazy. Like, not gonna happen. And then the second guy came out at like $650, and I was like, okay, it's better, but I want to pay $500. That's what I want to pay for this. It's my dad was like, you can get it for $200. I was like, Jesus Christ, Dad, what am I hiring? Like, this is crazy. Like, I'd be robbing the guy. I don't think you're gonna spend that much in like oil, to be honest, on the chainsaw. Anyway, so this guy comes, and the first guy came over. The second guy at $650. I had someone come over yesterday. He's like $575, right? Anyway, so I was like, okay, I'll do it for $575. I'll give you a text. And he was like I think he thought he got the job. But he kind of like him and his Hispanic friend, they started kind of like smiling, like laughing a little bit, like, and they were talking in Spanish when they were leaving, and I was like, I think they might have got one over on me. You know what I mean? So I was like, what all dads would do in the situation. I got my phone. I texted the guy that said $650. I said, hey, look, if you want to come on Thursday to do this house and do this, you can come do it for $500. Okay? I was like, but that's it. I can't go. Someone just offered. This is it. Let me know. I'll pay the money right now. He was like, okay. And he got me on the phone. He was like, you don't understand, Mr. Wilson. He's like, you don't understand. I think my best climber in that tree. He's very expensive, the best climber. I was like, who's your best climber? I was like, Luis. What do you mean your best climber? He goes, Mr. Wilson. I think my best climber, and he has to use the chainsaw. So, I mean, he had to say nothing else. I would have paid the $650 at that moment. He's sending his best climber. So now I get tomorrow a nice show at 8 a.m. in the morning. This guy's coming to my house. He's going to climb in my tree. And this isn't a tree that goes straight up, right? It's like he's just cutting like pretty big branches. But like, it's like hanging over the pool. So he's climbing like maybe like really horizontal, like Tarzan. And he's going to be just with a chainsaw just hacking these things off. I'm like, dude, of course you can cut my tree. Like, your best climbers is going to be here. Dude, it's going to be, cannot wait. I was like, look, sir, I still stuck to my guns. Don't get me wrong. I was like, look, 500, buddy. Like, that's it. I'll pay the dump fee for the trees. And he was like, okay. I'll be there Thursday. See you then, brother. I was like, all right. I know. Call me his friend. I love when I do love that one. Thank you, my friend. I said, shit. Say less, slime. Anyways, so tomorrow morning, I'll have the best tree climber in the greater Friendswood area chopping down my tree. So that'll be fun. And then the other guy said He's like, sir, I can do it for a cheaper price, but you have to insure me. I've never heard a landscape, like, this is not racist whatsoever, but like, most landscapers in the Houston area don't speak any English. This guy spoke no English. So I don't know what he meant by insure him. But if any landscaper ever says they'll do the work, but you have to insure them, I think you should run away. They sound like a con. I was like, I'm not insuring you. But, true story. That's literally that was basically the rest of my day yesterday. After like 11, bartering with people cutting my trees. That's a true story. It was wild though, I'm telling you. I was not meant to haggle people though, especially like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. One of the perks of making decent money is I really, really, really enjoy good customer service. Sorry, I have to mark these levels out for Discord. I'm going a little slow. I'm telling a story, so it's even more difficult. This level here. Dow doesn't look good at all. Dow looks really bad here, actually. Okay. Yeah, I really am a sucker for good customer service. Dude, I love some good customer service. It's a crazy, like the effects it has on me spending money is unmatched. My friend told me he just went and got a Tesla, and he went like a few weeks ago, I think like 2 weeks ago, and we were talking about it, and he was like, yeah, he's like, I don't drive anymore, it just drives me around everywhere. I'm like, you're an idiot, but he was like, I was like, yeah. He's like, go test drive one. I was like, no, I can't go. If I go, I know for a fact if I go in there and test drive one and they start talking to me about it, I'll just end up buying one. What time are Tesla deliveries? Dude, Google. I have no idea. Don't care. Like, Tesla might have, like, the deliveries probably have an impact on the stock price, but, like, it's kind of irrelevant. Oh, here we go with code dependent. Yo, someone get this guy, put this guy in timeout, somebody. Put him in timeout like 5 minutes. Bro, this guy's crazy. Code dependent, what are you talking about? He said extremely high retail puts, volume prime for a rebound of 57 spot. What are you talking about? He said retail. Remember everyone saying that retail was going short when we bought them last time? What the fuck are you talking about? They say, yeah, retail moves the market. Retail. Ooh, they can get trapped and squeeze the market too. Bozos. When are we getting liberated? I think it's like 3 p.m. Yeah. I think it's Eastern, though. I think it's Eastern time. So 2 p.m. Power hour, I think. Tree trimming is expensive. I mean, it can be. But, I mean, if you, you can... I used to do the work, like, with my dad. So, like, I understand. Like, it's half a day's work. So, if I'm, like, sitting there, I'm like, dude, look, like, I'm not paying $800. This is half a day's work. Like, maybe. This is, like, four and a half hours. Boom, bing, bong. It's $100 an hour, plus some. I mean, guys, if you want to go trade Tesla delivery numbers, go ahead. I'm just saying, like, in the long run, Tesla delivery numbers have no impact really on the stock long term. You might impact it on the short term. Tesla's still bearish as it sits underneath the 200 SMA. So, yeah, it might get a little overall movement, but I'm just saying the long run Tesla, like, again, yeah. But you might have an initial move off of it. Talk about retail. That's a retail move. Delivery numbers. Should I buy a Prius before Trump speaks? Dear God. 4 p.m. Eastern. Yikes. Market close. It was funny. I was talking in Discord about it. I was like, man, this is awesome. It's gonna be like the first time that we have one of these events, and it's like gonna be during market hours. Nope. Close, but no cigar. Liberation Day today. Tree show tomorrow. I'm telling you, dude. I cannot wait to see this guy climbing the tree. Sounds pretty fucking dangerous, to be honest, but. Delivery is expected at 9 a.m. Eastern. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Why does he even call Liberation Day? I don't really know. Trump has a way with words. Trump has a way with words. It's at 4 p.m. Eastern. Mark closed at 3 Central. I know. That's what I just said. I just said that, Jay. Got Jay going crazy on me again. It's going to be a long day. I put the shirt on for you, Jay, too. So, come on. I want you in a good mood today. Jay's been tweaking at me. He said, put the shirt on. Put the shirt on. All right, let's go through some stocks real quick. It's already 7:50. Yeah, NVIDIA, surprise, rejection. You want to see NVIDIA get back below 106.3? I mean, you almost had a retest of that level down here. Right here. Yeah. I mean, pretty strong reaction yesterday from NVIDIA and the day before. The fact that you just couldn't lose like the Monday power hour lows, you just held it. That was really tough. It made higher lows and eventually popped off. But yeah, NVIDIA looking for it to get back below 106.3 for sellers to get aggressive. AVGO really never bounced, to be totally honest. I mean, you have like, I don't like it. So AVGO kind of a little bit weaker. We'll see. Apple's still the strongest name. Easily the strongest name out there in the market, right? So we'll see this 223.5, how you react. A lot of questions surrounding that, in my opinion. We need to start getting back below 221. 219 is a big level to hold below. You get below that, you can really start breaking. Someone said Amazon. Yeah, the level's here at 188.6. If you hold below that, it's your 2021 high. I'd be looking for downside from there. Pretty weak. Tesla getting back below 262, 263, pretty weak there as well. Below 261, I like it. Reddit back above, that's crazy. Netflix, where are we at? 917. Where's your MAs here? Where's your 200? I think your 100's right here. It should be. Yeah. Back below your 100 MA here, looking back for downside at 912. So we'll see under 912, probably push back down towards 900. I'll be watching Netflix. Netflix has been moving pretty good. Meta's been moving really good too. Meta's looking really, really good. If Meta can hold below, I mean, well, you're back at the 200 SMA. This is basically where we went long yesterday. It was at the 200 SMA. You start to flip this, you'll start pushing back down towards 968, at least. Yeah. So be watching Meta here. But if you find buyers on Nasdaq, Meta will get love. Like Meta's been moving really good. Probably this is the only thing I really traded yesterday. T-shirts link down below. If you're interested, take them. If you're not interested, it's okay. Okay. You got this. If you want the T-shirt. Jay worked really hard. Jay collaborated with so many Chinese people to make this shirt. So yeah. But again, for NASDAQ, you want to see back below 1932. This level has been, I'm telling you, it has been a brick wall. And it's just your previous low from March 10th. Yeah, March 10th right here. I rejected right off of it. Go to the 1 hour, the two. Look at the 1 hour, 2 hour, the 1 hour chart. Yeah, look at that hold. Really impressive. So that's where we're at there. Microsoft getting weaker again. Get back below 576. Looking for downside. Hit 2 targets there, so pretty clutch. But yeah. I'm grabbing. I think we're almost sold out, so you can check. I know the black ones are. I think there's like 3 shirts left, and there's a few white ones left. Tesla back below there will be gross. Apple's just so annoying. ARM looks pretty nasty here too. This is actually a really interesting chart. So I have the 108.7 level marked out, which goes back. Yeah, a little flip here. I'd really be watching this as like a zone though. Pretty tough. Just like previous lows into that 108.7. You look really weak. You look really weak. I'd be looking for like $98 to $100 here on the AVGO. Semis have been weak. If semis start selling off more aggressively here, ARM will come down. Yeah. Tariffs on the t-shirt. Honestly, I did nothing with the t-shirt. It's all Jordan. So, yeah. Well, the problem is too is like we've been like trying to find like a lot of this like if you want to make shirts or make anything like to sell, like most people use like a print on demand website. Like so like it's basically a website where you design something and they just do all the stuff for you. The problem is like their shirts usually suck. Like the quality just like isn't good. So we've been on a mission, Jordan has been, to try to find like he's going like straight to China, like and just like he's trying to find different like manufacturers. And so we're just testing out different products right now to see what we like. So I think this is definitely like the best quality one we've had. It's a little thick. I'm not a huge like fan of thick shirts, just because like they're not like loungewear for me. Like and like basically everything I wear is for comfort. Like to be honest, unless I'm like going somewhere. But yeah. So Robin Hood still below 100 MA. This is what I told you guys about. Below 43. Didn't love that. Still weak. Celsius, I don't know how the hell this stock is going up. It's below the 200 SMA. Doesn't look bad. Where's SMCI? I haven't actually looked at it in a while. Below your 100 MA. Dude, you're still making higher lows here. SMCI, look at that. 4 hour. Not bad. Not terrible. So yeah, still sitting there chilling, not doing anything. So far, I mean, look at Bitcoin holding up. This is surprising as well. This is surprising. Yeah. You're under your 200 MA. Weirdest 200 MA action I've ever seen. Probably on Bitcoin. I mean, you kind of grinded back here. Pretty weird, your reaction, but yeah, sitting in the downtrend still on Bitcoin kind of takes me back here. Or sorry, right here. 2024, you just sat in a downtrend forever. So, but this is definitely more. This is definitely more vertical. A little bit more concerning. Oh, I hear Miles waking up. Google bouncing off of 151 so far. Is there 2021 high? It's kind of interesting you're seeing this right now. That you're seeing these like, dude, like I'm telling you, like I like obviously I like Nvidia on these dips, but like man, you're getting some really good deals on stock. Like I think Google, man, dude, you had a really good run into like 207, but you got shot down. And I think it's totally this is an overreaction. But I mean the market keeps coming down, you're gonna break 2021 highs. So we'll see how low this goes, but Google's yeah, dude, it's got to be a great name to be owning. Manipulation, something like that. So what I'm watching there, going into SPY as well. SPY coming in 570.61. Again, like you're going to see I literally haven't even messed with the SPY chart, but you're going to see where you're coming into, where you're rejecting off of all these levels. Yeah, putting in lower highs still doesn't look good. QQQ had a good hold of 468, right? Getting back below that, you start holding below this, probably pushing down towards 458, 460. I'll be looking at that. Nasdaq just can't really get any continuation here this morning though. You get a bounce and then you pull back. It's kind of what it was doing last night. It's very concerning. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask while we're here. It's kind of it right now. Again, I don't love stocks today. There's not a lot of plays that I love here, to be totally honest with you. I think futures will be interesting if you can get some downside. If not, scalp, make your money, be done. 336,000. Ouch. I don't know what that means. Go outside and stare at the sun. I have no idea what that means. Homie, I'm just saying numbers. My name's Corey. Special numbers, special trades. But yeah, so if you have questions, make sure you ask while we're here. Corey Gable said 336K. Ouch. Palantir, I mean, it's at $85, your resistance. Oh, you look at that rejection off of it. Yeah, above that, I'm bullish. Below it, I'm bearish. You broke below, you went right down to the 100 MA yesterday. Gross. Where's Tesla at? 257. Yeah, just gapping down right now. Got 250. Be looking for that higher low trend and see if you can break down. And this extends out to, it was a gap fill, but it was also still a previous high you had here. So that is the question. PCVX. Oh, look at this ding dong. Let's look at this stock. He said, can I name the worst stock in the world? What is PC, dude? I don't know what this is, man. Best of luck, brother. Best of luck. He said, Tyler, what are your thoughts on this one? What are your thoughts? He said, I bought this thing because someone on Reddit told me to. What are your thoughts? I don't. Go crazy, Chief. Go. That's all. Hey, that's all you. That's all you. That ain't me. That's you. You wild for that one. Hims, still dipping. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, rejecting right off. The levels haven't changed. If you're still trading these names and guys, the levels have been here for weeks now. Congratulations. If you don't use the levels, that is all on you, Chief. Best of luck, brother. But yeah, you're rejecting right off the level, coming right back down. I'm looking for the 200 SMA, maybe even $25. Yeah. Pretty crazy, though. Pretty crazy. Respecting the levels to the point. 61, 11, 10. Oh, Jokic. Yeah, what a game. Dude, I can't believe he lost that game last night. Nah, bro, I haven't bought it, but it's an opportunity. Ain't that what you've been saying? Bro, what are you talking about? What is... Bro, what are you yapping about? 68 drone shots? Okay, this is actually good. This is a good question. I'm not gonna roast you because maybe I should be more clear. I think I've been pretty clear, but I'll break this down. This is what I'll leave everyone on today. Okay, so when you get market dips, right? This is interesting. Okay, so let's give you an example of what we're talking about. Okay, Tesla name's horrid. Oh no. Okay, so Tesla's bigger issues right now. Okay, so first of all, you had this slow grind up, which took you from 2022 into 2024, and then you lost it all in a matter of like 4 months. You went straight back down, lost everything. Okay, so let's understand something really quick. When you're getting pullbacks on the entire market, like the Nasdaq, right? This is how I think of my long-term portfolio, investing in general, anything, right? Or just investing, right? If let's say I have $10,000, just use a nice round number of $10,000. My goal with that $10,000 isn't necessarily to make the most money that I could possibly make with the $10,000. Because if I was doing that, then I would just go gamble. Like, you know what I mean? I would see a bet that I really liked, and I would just gamble, right? So it could be a stock, and I'd go heavy on one stock if that was potentially what I wanted to do. Now, if I'm going in the mentality of like creating the least amount of risk with the most amount of opportunity, which is making the most money with trying to reduce my risk at all cost, that's really the name of the game when it comes to investing in long term. Now, the reason I don't mention it enough is because most people run around and this is the opinion they get. They're like, okay, well, long-term investing, let me buy a really, really risky, shitty stock. So PCVX has gone down from $120 down to $30 in a matter of 5 months. Okay, that's what's happened, and that's what you're saying is your great long-term investment of what I've been saying, and that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is during this time, this is when you get aggressive, and this is when you buy names and you average into names that have been very successful and are holding up. And not only are they been successful with their stock price, but they've been successful with their earnings and their overall growth as a company in the past 2 years. Which, mind you, if companies are growing during high inflationary periods and then high interest rate periods, they're probably a good company. It's probably a good company. I'm just going to let you know. So when I look at a name like NVIDIA, right, even though everyone thinks NVIDIA is a bubble, it's this and that. No, NVIDIA has increased its revenue by like 500% in the past 3 years, right? An incredible amount. They went from like 7 billion, now they're doing 40 billion. Incredible. Okay. And then on top of that, their PE ratio, their actual value metric of earnings to stock price has gotten more and more affordable as the stock has gone up. And now they're dipping. So, and then I look at something like Amazon, which their PE ratio I think is the lowest it's been maybe ever, right? You look at Google back down at 2021 levels, right? Now these stocks have like 30-40% maybe back on the upside. But again, the way I'm thinking about it is these also have the least amount of risk. Now, if I go and buy a shitty name like PCVX and I load up my entire portfolio, 50%, 10%, right? I'm creating a lot of unnecessary risk. And you're like, well, what's the loss here? I mean, you can go back down to $12. I mean, this obviously has proof that there's no one fucking in this shit. If I go and I load up only on names like Hims, like, I mean, now I did tell you guys when you got up to like $60, this was a terrible buy, but, you know, we mentioned it back here like $35, $40. That's when we mentioned it, so whatever. But I like Hims long term, but I'm still not just YOLOing into these trades. Like, you have to understand like how to attack this. Now, again, I'm not going to do a full investment crash course or anything like that, but I'm just telling you, if you go into it with the mentality of I'm just trying to make as much money as possible, you're still looking at it from a gambling sense, okay? Because in theory, I could go into every trading day with that mentality and I could just only trade weeklies. And we all know how that goes. That's a terrible, terrible viewpoint to have. You're creating more risk than you need to have with being greedy, right? So that's how I view this. Do what you want. Yeah, and I honestly think like M1 Finance for long term has really good stuff for like breaking it down, creating like pie charts so you can see when things get overweight, and you really don't want to look at your long term either. So do what you got to do, but risk is just as important as reward in a lot of the senses, unless the reward is really outweighs the risk, which sometimes it does, but I think it's just, you know, people get blinded by one side of the trade, right? So do what you got to do. That's my opinion. That's kind of how I view that. So, yeah. You don't look at M1. You don't look at, like Joe Jordan has mentioned, he hasn't looked at his M1 in weeks. Like, there's no point in looking at your long term. Really, you only look at your long term stuff like when you're up. Like, you know you're up, so you can see like what's overweight, how you need to reevaluate what to be adding, right? Just to check up on what you should tinker with as far as when you're dumping money back into it. That's it. So, yeah. But again, I know Tesla released. Dude, you're literally like 5 minutes late on the Tesla news, and you've kind of bounced a little bit since then. So support's like 251, but yeah. So it doesn't matter. I mean, it kind of doesn't matter me saying that because people are still gonna do it. Like, I tell people all the time, like, if you want to join Discord and see what we're trading, how we're trading, I recommend, like, I think it's very helpful for you. But, like, if you're joining Discord and you're not, like, listening and not actively trying to learn, you're still going to lose all your money. Like, you are. It's what's going to happen. Like, I promise. Like, if you're trying to get educated and then you ignore all education and you ignore all the warning signs and you just continue doing the same dumb stuff, like, you're gonna get the same dumb results. Like, so yeah. I also think your long-term account should be different than like your trading account. Like, because again, you don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at the long term. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want that to be like totally like in a different area. Like, you just don't want to have it like, yeah. You don't even want to be tempted to sell, to tinker, to trade, to do. People like, so I sell options on my long term. Like, dude, just buy your long term. Stop. You don't want to think about it, because I'm telling you, like, you need to also think about it in this way too. If your long term it should make up most of your money, like in a sense, right? So when you're looking at that, how many times have you like have been on your trading account? And again, I speak for myself too. Made like a bozo mistake, a dumb trade, this or that. Like, you don't want any of that affected on your long term, because it's like where all your big money like lies, right? So, yeah, it's my opinion. You should treat that long term almost like as a business. That's what I think too. Have a set of rules, guidelines, how you operate that business, and that's it. Like, you don't mess with it. You don't start switching up. Like, yeah, it is what it is. But 8:11 feels later. I woke up a little late this morning. Nintendo announced Mario Kart World. I don't know what that means. Mario Kart World sounds crazy. So we should make 2 separate accounts for long term for trading. That's what I would. That's what I would do. So you do what you gotta do. Yeah. It's like, what would you have your checking account and your savings account? Like, would you have those merged? You know what I mean? Like, are those the same account for you at your bank? Mario Kart Party World Smash is next. Jordan, if you send me the link, I'll send it to Flacco, or you can send it to him on Twitter. I'll send it to him on. I don't have some Twitter DMs open with him, but yeah, that's how I would think about it, right? I think a lot of things too, like when it comes to like trading and long term and things like that, it's like it's very practical. It really is. Like I think we overcomplicate some of this stuff. Yeah, send it to me on Discord. I'll send it to him right now. Flacco, just DM me on Twitter real quick. Yeah, like I think things are very practical. And I think like a lot of the things you hear me say on YouTube, like in my daily videos, like I try to make them as practical and simple to understand as possible, because in reality, most things really are that way. Like, let me just zoom out on this NASDAQ chart, for instance, right? Very simple chart. Very, very, very simple, okay? Like, if I look at NASDAQ, there's really 4 levels we were watching, right? We had our pre-market highs from Monday, our previous lows from March 10th, which is 1934, which we know is the biggest level here. We had our random little highs we were kind of finding resistance at 19.5, and then we had 19.6. That was really it. That was all we were really looking at. Look at that push you had here in the after hours to 19.7, just to troll. But yeah, so that's what happened. And from a practical viewpoint, we were talking about this in Discord, and someone was like, "Man, the trading on stocks was kind of trash today. Besides like a few names like Meta and a few others, but the movement on futures were awesome." And like the viewpoint of that is you just respected the levels. Like if you just took trades off of levels, it was very simple, right? Clear stops, clear targets, etc. Right? And so it's kind of the same thing when it comes into like looking at the market as well. Like people saying the bottom's in on Nasdaq. I'm like, well, why was the block? And I usually try to ask questions, right? And I do the same thing with you guys as I do to myself. So I'll ask myself the question of, well, why is the market? Why are we bottoming? Like what's the viewpoint of us making a bottom? Like what's changed from last week to this week, right? Has the Fed changed, which is really the most daunting thing out there? And the answer is no. Like, has Trump changed with really what we're doing with tariffs and easing up? He said he might, but nothing's really changed. Has the tariffs even had an impact on the market? No. So like if I know nothing's changed, do you think the market's changed? You know what I mean? So kind of how we work. Trolling the levels is crazy work. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I must have missed something. Canada said they'll take off tariffs if we do. No one cares about Canada. Yeah, Trump literally said we do not care about. Trump literally said we don't need anything from Canada. That's his words. That's not my words. That's Trump's words. So he said we don't need anything from Canada. Verbatim. Jordan might message you, Flacco. I don't know. He didn't message me, so we'll see. If he sends it to me, I'll send it to you. Really quick. Yeah, we're almost done though, guys. Everyone listening to Tom Lee instead of to Tyler. I mean, the other viewpoint of like Tom Lee, like, and I think it's pretty interesting, is that I think that like Tom Lee is like inherently an intellectual. Like, he's not stupid, but his mentality is not that of a 1 month time period, right? So yeah, like, he was he made money in 2022 to 2024 and printed money, right? So yeah, Who needs aluminum? Dude, that aluminum foil is crazy, bro. I'm always running out, for real. Dude, I don't know. I don't really know because I think today's already gotten off to a bad start with China's news. I think after today, then it's a waiting game of data. Yeah, I think that's the. Yeah, I think that's the the bad thing right now. Is like now you wait for data to roll in and see the effects of tariffs on inflation. Yeah. Telecom Tom. I mean, that's another thing too. Is like, like, again, like I have nothing. Like, I'm not like pro Tom Lee, but like, people, you have. Let's say if I call out 30 stocks and 5 of them are bad picks and they get demolished, and then the other 25 go up, let's say 50 to 75%, right? That's on average, right? Like, which am I a winner or am I a loser? You know what I mean? I think that's kind of the mentality. I don't have Tom Lee stats, but I'm just giving you a visual. And like, yeah. So people will remember your losers. Like, they just will, right? So like, we were dropping on NASDAQ for 3 weeks straight. People were like, oh man, this guy's a perma bear. And we bounce up and everyone's like, Tyler, you were wrong, this and that. And I'm like, okay, like whatever, cool. Like I said it on my videos, I'm not holding shorts overnight. I kept saying it every day. If you were in Discord, you saw that as well. Very few. I had like shorts maybe 3 times over a 3-week period. But yeah, so like people will just remember that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I think it also says a lot more about the person that's like kind of critiquing than it does about the person that's maybe even wrong, right? When people like are looking and nitpicking for something to be wrong, it's usually about their own insecurities or like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, just think about the person as a whole. Like, think about let's be like realistic here on this channel, for instance, right? I'm a pretty small YouTuber, like all things considered, pretty small. I have a decent following. I'm thankful for it, but like pretty small in retrospect. There's tons of other channels you could watch for market updates, etc. I could name like 5 right now. You could watch Trade Brigade. You could watch the Stocks channel. You could watch Stocks Today. I've seen that channel has popped up. There's tons. That's just like there's FX Evolution. There's a few, right? There's a lot of channels. Jay Bravo, I think, does a kind of similar type thing. But yeah, you can watch all those channels. But you'll notice that the same negative people will keep coming back, right? It's just, you'll just notice it. But you'll notice that with almost anything like that you do, like in general. The same negative people will just keep coming back and back and back. Like, it just happens. And it's just like, I don't like, it doesn't like affect me at all. I'm just like, whatever. Like, like, thanks for the engagement, I guess. Like, whatever. But yeah, so I encourage you to not be that person. Like, it's, again, it doesn't affect anyone but you. Like, does not affect me whatsoever. I still get paid. I still get paid from my sponsors. I still get paid from YouTube. Funny, like, I mean, let's say you're making like $6,000 a month from your day job after taxes. I'm making over $6,000 a month just from YouTube and some sponsors in retrospect. And that's not a flex. That's just like, I mean, doesn't negatively impact me. I'm like, whatever. Keep commenting because I need the engagement. It helps out, even with a small channel, right? Do you yourself watch other content creators? I don't. I used to watch. Me and Jordan used to watch only the live. He used to only do live streams primarily. Vincent, Options Insider. He has a live stream in the morning too, which is a reason we didn't do live streams for a while, because like, yeah, Jordan watched them like every morning. But yeah, so pretty interesting. And that does not include TikTok. TikTok was like a money printer for a while. I'm not even trolling. TikTok was making some months over $10,000 from sponsors. That was crazy. That was a crazy run we were having over there. But yeah, Meet Kevin. I don't watch Meet Kevin. I don't really know what Meet Kevin's category is, but I don't think it really goes over charts too much. But yeah. But no, I'm just making a point of like, even if you're not hating on me and you're hating on someone else, I'm just telling you like the the psychology behind it. Like they don't have an issue, you probably have the issue. Like so, I mean, I can think of people on Twitter like the banana guy, and I've trolled him a few times, but like it's more of like a sense of like, oh, the bottom's in. Okay, maybe guys we should keep looking for a new bottom. But like, I think he's probably the most popular person on Twitter to hate right now, and people are literally just engagement farming, hating him. But I mean, he's still like, I wish it showed his subscriber count. He has like, let's go to a subscription only post. He has one somewhere. It's like hidden. I always see him. Maybe you can't see him on your feed. You can't see him when you look at their feed. He has like over 3,000 subscribers though, so he's getting paid great money. So, like it doesn't matter. Does Uncle Bruce still make? Dude, the bagels were crazy. But yeah. Also, too, guys, me and Jordan, we're trying to figure it out right now for Discord. So WAP has an integrated like live stream feature. And I think we'll be able to automatically save everything to WAP as well. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to we already do live streams of voice chat, which people don't really talk in Discord. It's just me and Jordan, but people can talk. You can just push the talker mic. I think what we're gonna do is start live streaming like this, like how we used to, me and Jordan, and we'll just save it on WAP every day. You'll still be able to listen to and talk on Discord, but we'll have the video on WAP as well for premium access. So that'll be cool as well. So we should have that coming. We've just been testing it out, trying to get it like smooth and working. But yeah. So all right, guys, it's 8:23. The market's about to open like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. So appreciate you. Hasta luego. Hasta luego.